Hello, it's Pastor Sarah. A little late. I tried to film this morning and a train, there's a track right out here, went by. So we're doing this again now. And this morning on Christmas Eve, Minnie got herself a nice little black purse. Like a brief bag. Very nice. So she's looking really sharp for Christmas Eve. We'll have to see what she gets tomorrow. Tomorrow is our last day. I'm going to read our second to last story. We are on day 23. It's hard to believe that we've come so far. Our story today. Frozen 2! I love Frozen 2. Samantha, love it. Good movie. Check it out if you haven't. One night, a young Elsa and Anna were told a story. It was about how the people of Arendelle and North Uldra went to war with each other and ended up being trapped inside an enchanted forest. The girls enjoyed the story, but had a lot of questions. Their mother, Queen Iduna, told them about a special river called Adahalan, and that it was said to hold all the answers about the past. Elsa couldn't help but wonder if the mystical river also held answers about her magical powers. So here's Anna and Elsa and their mother and their dad, and they're telling the girls the story. Years later, with their parents no longer around, Anna and Elsa spent a lot of time with their best friends, Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf. One night, as the five of them played a game of charades, Elsa appeared distracted. Anna was worried about her sister, and later that evening, she went to check on Elsa. "You're wearing Mother's scarf," said Anna. "You do that when something is wrong." Elsa assured her sister that she was fine, but secretly, she was worrying. Someone or something was calling out to her. So here they are playing charades. Look at Olaf. That night, Elsa continued to hear the voice. She followed it out of the castle to the fjord. Elsa used her powers to shoot out an enormous blast of created ice crystals. Suddenly, there was a bright flash of light from the north, and the wind stopped. Fires died out, and the fountains and waterfalls dried up. The people of Arendelle were evacuated to the mountains. Then Grandpappy and the trolls arrived. Elsa and the wise troll understood that she needed to head north and follow the voice. He told Anna that she must go with her sister. "I won't let anything happen to her," promised Anna. So here's Elsa shooting out ice crystals. And here's Grandpappy and the other trolls showing up to talk to the sisters. Olaf, Kristoff, and Sven joined the pair, and they all headed north. When they reached the enchanted forest, they stepped through an eerie mist. Suddenly, a strong wind swept through the forest and picked up the explorers. It was the wind spirit. To slow it down, Elsa used her powers to create snow, which turned into beautiful ice sculptures. Each one captured a different moment in time. So here they are, caught up in the wind. Suddenly, soldiers appeared all around them. Then the trapped North Uldra and Arendellian soldiers. They started to close in on the group, but Elsa stunned them all by using her special powers. "That was magic. Did you see that?" asked one of the lieutenants, Matthias. So here they are, all caught up. A bright flash suddenly appeared. It dashed around the trees, setting them on fire. Elsa chased down the fireball and discovered it was actually a cute salamander. Oh, you know what's so silly? Look, I actually have the salamander. Ah, I forgot. Look, there he is. Oh, he's so cute. All right, back up there with you. Okay. Elsa's coolness appeared to settle him, and he snuggled down into her hand. Then Elsa heard the voice again. She knew she had to go further north. So here's the racing around. You can't see him in the picture. I'm glad I had him up there. Later, everyone gathered in a forest clearing. Honeymaren, one of the North Uldra, explained that the symbols on Elsa's scarf were the four spirits: air, fire, water, and earth. Honeymaren then pointed out a fifth symbol called the bridge, and said to connect the magic of nature to humans. To discover what this meant, Elsa knew that she would have to follow the voice. As they couldn't find Kristoff, Anna, Elsa, and Olaf reluctantly left without him. When they reached the top of the hill, they gasped at the sight below. It was the wreck of their mother and father's ship. So there's Honeymaren talking to Elsa. And here they've discovered the wreck of their parents' ship. After searching the wreck, the sisters realized their parents had been searching for Hedda Holland when they disappeared. Elsa knew the rest of the journey would be dangerous. To protect Anna and Olaf, she formed a boat under them and sent them downhill toward a river. Elsa continued north alone and finally reached the dark sea. As she attempted to cross the raging waters, the water spirit, which was called the Water Knock, emerged from the depths and started throwing her around. Elsa used her powers to create an ice bridle, and although the Water Knock struggled at first, she was soon riding it toward the opposite shore. On the other shore, Elsa realized Hedda Holland was a giant glacier. So there's Anna and Elsa and Olaf looking at a map, and there's Hedda Holland. Elsa stepped into the ice cave. Images of the past danced on the walls all around her, one of which was the voice that had been calling her. It was her mother, Iduna. Finally knowing who she was meant to be, Elsa's powers grew and flourished. She became the Snow Queen. However, after looking too deep into the past, ice surrounded Elsa and froze her solid. She just had time to send Anna a message using her magic. So here she is learning about her mother and her purpose in the past before she's frozen. Anna and Olaf had made it to from the river into a dark cave when Elsa's message reached them. It explained how Anna and Elsa's grandfather, King Renard, had started the battle that trapped everyone in the forest. King Renard wanted control of the land and tricked the North Uldra into accepting a dam as a gift, but it had been a trap. To make things right, Anna knew she had to destroy the dam. She found the earth giants and got them to chase her to the dam. As Anna stood on top of it, the earth giants threw boulder after boulder. The dam soon cracked and crumbled beneath her. Anna jumped clear just in time. As she looked back, she saw water pouring out straight toward Arendelle. So here's the message that Elsa sent to Anna. And here is the dam being broken apart by the rocks that the earth giants are throwing. And now the water is free to roam again, but it's headed toward Arendelle. Back at Hedda Holland, Anna's act of selflessness cracked the ice surrounding Elsa. She quickly jumped on the Water Knock and raced toward Arendelle. As they reached the village, she saw the wave rushing closer and closer to them. Elsa created a giant ice barrier, stopping the raging waters. Arendelle was saved. To everyone's delight, the mist cleared from the enchanted forest, and the Arendellians and the North Uldra were finally free. The anger between the two sides drifted away like the magical mist, and they all celebrated together. So here's Elsa using her powers to save Arendelle, and here are all the people free and together. Anna and Elsa realized they were the fifth spirit, the bridge that connected the magic of nature and humans. With Elsa the Snow Queen and Anna the new Queen of Arendelle, they were happy knowing each was exactly where she was meant to be. So there they are. So this story, when I first watched it in the movie theater, and even as I read it again, it's a little shorter, obviously, reminds me that everybody has a different role to play. God didn't make us all exactly the same. In fact, God made us really different and what we call divergent. Our gifts go all over, like that ice barrier that Elsa made, that our gifts are different and so we can do more. Imagine if Elsa and Anna were exactly the same, but instead they're different and they complement each other. They go together, they fit, and they're stronger because of that. And that's the way all people are made to be. We're not meant to be exactly the same. God gives us all gifts and they're different, but it's not that some are better than others. And that's really important to remember, that even if you feel that sometimes you're too young or you're not as big and strong or there's something else different from other people about you, that's not a bad thing. In fact, no matter how small or how young you are, God has a purpose for you. God thinks that you have some amazing things to offer this world. And that's really true, because Jesus gave us one of the greatest gifts when Jesus was just a newborn baby, and allowed a lot of people to experience how beautiful that is. And Jesus spent his whole life telling people to love children. And so you are a very special gift, and you have special things to say, and you have special things that you can do. And I hope that you find your voice and your gift like Anna and Elsa did. So that is our story for today. And tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So we're going to have one more gift from Minnie, and we're going to have one more story, and then it's Christmas Day. And I hope you are getting as excited as I am. You guys have a great day. I will see you on Christmas Eve.